So what is going on? Chris here, just giving you a little rundown of everything you need to know before you enroll in the mentoring. However, before I get into that, I just want to congratulate you, as if you got this link I sent to you personally. I'm only accepting 6 people to mentor one-on-one, and this may be the last time I ever do it, and I chose you to be one of the 6 people to be mentored. I also can't stress the importance that you don't go around spreading this link. I want this to be exclusive, and I don't have the time to be taking on any more people to mentor one-on-one. So when you find value in this, don't send them to this link, send them to my Instagram, and then if I ever do this again, I'll accept them then. If they need any help, they can DM me. Just please do not send this link out. Okay, so with that being said, you may be wondering how this works. So the mentoring will be done on a private Instagram. You'll be able to get that as soon as you claim your spot in the mentoring. On there, I'll be posting daily tips. At least once a week, I'll be going live to answer everybody's questions. If you have any questions, you can message me on that account. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Obviously, I can't get back to you on @ChrisClarkOB because I have so many messages going into that. So since you're in the one-on-one mentoring, I've made this account so I can specifically answer your questions. On that account, I'll also send you over the appointment, which is where you're going to be scheduling your weekly calls. Every week, you're going to have at least 1 call for the 2 months that you're going to be doing the mentoring. I'm going to try and get on more, but that's minimum. Bare minimum, you'll be getting 8, and then maximum can go up to like 20, depending on how much time I put aside for this. But I also want to do live streams. I want to be posting daily tips. I'm constantly going to be working with this group as well as running my businesses alongside. So for any big questions, they can be answered in the calls that we have, and then for smaller questions, you can send me a DM on that private account. I should get back to you in like 6 hours, I'd say. Probably quicker depending on the day and what time. And I'll answer any question you have about your store. And then the live streams that I'll be doing every week, they're more for like just general questions that you have that you didn't get to ask in the calls. Maybe you're messaging me about more personal things about your store. The live stream is just going to be for general questions, so you don't reveal your store to anybody. And yeah, also on the account you can schedule a store review. I'm going to be coming out with a list of Instagram influencers that I use for you all to use. That's just going to be completely free with the mentoring. It'll be a guide on how to contact influencers. Everything we'll be going through in the calls, just in a quick guide. So if you don't get everything on the calls, you'll still have the guide, and I'll be creating constant things throughout the mentor. Private Instagram account is just for the 6 people that I mentor, and all that will be in it. So yeah, that's how the mentoring will be taking place. There will be the live streams, which is kind of like the group of 6 people all getting in at the same time for like quick 30-minute to an hour live stream. There will be one-on-one calls. This is one-on-one mentoring, one-on-one calls, so we'll just focus on your store. And then whenever you have a short question or anything, just send it to me in the DM and I'll get back to you as quick as possible. So that's how the mentoring will be done. And then also in the mentoring, I'll be teaching you things like product research, how to find winning product selection criteria, all things kind of mixed in with product research. So things like products that have worked for me in the past and products that are working now, all that kind of stuff. I'll also be teaching you how to structure your store, even if you have a store made. There's a certain way I structure all my stores, and I get my students to structure their stores so that they're successful. Everything about Instagram influencers, Facebook ads, testing strategies, scaling your store, automation, all that kind of stuff. Pretty much everything I do in my store, I'm going to be teaching you. That's everything you need to know about the mentoring before you get into it. The next step is actually going and then doing those things. Now I'll move on to the topic of price. The mentoring will be $497 for 2 months. This is a big cut down from, I usually charge $1,000 per month. I know a lot of people can't afford that, and I'm mainly using this for testimonials to scale my personal brand in future, so I cut down the price a lot. So that's pretty much $250 each month. I've gone around the whole Shopify community, and even though most of them are scammers, they're still charging more than $250 a month for their actual time. Most of them are just selling courses to try and get a passive income. So I really do think this is a good deal. There's 2 options you can pay. There's a $250 for the 2 months. So the mentoring usually goes on for 2 months. You can continue to do it afterwards like everyone else does, or you can stop it there. So the first payment option is $250 each month. It's the same, it will add up to $500 at the end. However, I personally recommend just paying 2 months up front. If you go with the $500 straight up front instead of doing $250, I can guarantee a positive ROI on your investment. So that means you'll make your money back 100% no matter what. And if after the 2 months you haven't made back $500, which is so unlikely, it's never happened before in the mentoring, but if that does happen, I'll work with you for free until you make your money back. And you may be wondering, why don't you just work with me for free until I make that money and then I'll pay you? I've been scammed in the past. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in this sort of situation. We'll have to sign contracts, do all that kind of stuff to ensure that I make money in the end. And that's not really even the case about it. I just don't want to be scammed, which is why I'm accepting it up front. There's no way I can scam you when you pay me your money. You're paying for a service that I don't provide it. You can just get a refund off Stripe. Although I will provide it, obviously. However, if we just come to an agreement that you're going to pay me when you make this amount of money, there's no actual contract there, there's no payment being processed, no contracts being signed because we don't know each other, and it's all really just a mess. So I prefer just to accept the payment up front and get it over and done with pretty much. With the $250 plan, you can pay $250 now, and then in a month's time another $250 will be taken out of your account. So you're just making sure that this isn't a scam, even though you know it's not a scam. I'm just giving you, or maybe you don't have the money, you need the time to go and get the money. So I'm just giving you that option. And with the $500, that is renewed every 2 months. So again, if you want to cancel your plan, which is unlikely that you will because nobody ever cancels their plan, they just keep working with me. But it'll be $500 every 2 months, which isn't a lot when you're making like 10x that back, and a lot of my students are making even more now, so they don't really mind paying that. To recap the payment options, you can pay $250 now and in a month's time, or you can pay the $500 up front, and with the $500 up front I can guarantee a positive ROI. And for anybody that doesn't know, ROI means return on investment, so I'm pretty much guaranteeing your money back. And then if for some reason that doesn't happen, which is so unlikely, but if you have that fear, I'll work with you for free until you actually make that money back, and then we can continue working together. All that being said, you may ask, why should I choose you instead of someone else who's offering help with dropshipping? And there's a couple of reasons. This is one-on-one help with me that most other dropshippers don't offer. I know you probably can't tell through the screen, we don't know each other in real life, but I actually do really want you to succeed, because if you succeed with my mentoring, then I'm succeeding as well. It's not just you that's benefiting from when you do well in my mentorship, it's also me, where it's like a two-way system where you do well, I do well, you do bad, I do bad. Whereas with most other Shopify gurus, they're trying to sell you their shitty courses where they just want passive income. They're just selling you something they threw together in like a week or even less that they don't even know about, because they don't actually show their stats or show any real testimonials. Whereas with this, I'm investing my actual time into you to make sure you're successful. Reason number 2 is I'm probably the most trustworthy person in the Shopify niche. I'm not trying to blow my own horn, but I probably am. I've showed you my $750,000 store, $250,000 store, $100,000 store, all with the traffic, the Stripe, the PayPal. I've showed everything over my Instagram, and even my new branded stores, I'm showing everything. I'm showing the traffic, I'm showing how my stats can't possibly be fake. Like even with my stats from the store that done $750,000 in sales, I was making money back in April 2017 when I didn't even have a personal brand. My personal brand was created in January 2018, and I was making 6 figures a month April 2017. So it doesn't really make sense that I've been faking stats with traffic and all that when it's only benefited me since January, because that's when I made my personal brand. So it's obviously not fake stats, whereas with other people, they're showing you their stats now, which can easily be fake. They're not showing traffic and not showing PayPal, not showing Stripe, whereas I show everything on my Instagram. Also, before this point, which is probably September or October, I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to release my one-on-one mentoring, because I'm off traveling. I'm in Dubai, or probably in Moldova now, because I'm going straight from Dubai to Moldova. I recorded this, and in 2 days I'm going to Dubai, but by the time this is released, I'm obviously like in Dubai. I'm probably back, I'm probably in Moldova. I don't know. If you check my Instagram story, you'll see where I am. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to release this, but up until this point I have never monetized my audience. So you see people like selling stores, selling courses, commission deals with apps to get their audience to buy that app, and then they get commission. I've never monetized my audience. If you've been around my Instagram long enough, you know I never monetized it, apart from the 2 times I've done mentoring, where I've accepted 6 people and charged $1,000 each. So that's what, 12,000, which is pretty much nothing, especially with the money I'm making right now. I'm staying at 2K in a nice suite in the Burj Al Arab. 12K is really nothing. So up until this point, I've never monetized my audience, apart from the 2 times I've done the mentor. And I know I don't post as much as like Hayden Bells, Tanner Plains, all the big Shopify gurus. They post daily, but I really don't have the time. I've been traveling the world for the past like 4 or 5 months. I've been to Spain. I was in Spain for 5 weeks. Monaco, the richest city in the world. I was there for 3 weeks, where he saw me with the Ferrari. I'm going to Dubai, staying at 2K nice suite in the Burj Al Arab. Then I'm going to Moldova, and then I'll probably go to Bali after that. Or I might take a break from traveling, focus on work. Then in the winter I'll probably go skiing, and then after that I don't really have anything planned, but I'll probably keep traveling. You can obviously check all that out on my Instagram. So although I don't upload that much, it's because I'm running my business, I'm traveling, I have so much things to do. Whereas with people like Hayden Bells, Tanner Plains, again, all those sort of people, their personal brand is their main income. So they're dependent on the money that they make from you. Whereas I don't monetize my audience apart from when I do mentoring once in a while. I'm always providing value to the point where people actually want to pay me. So you see all those dropshippers, they pretty much faked it until they made it. They have all the nice cars now because they sold courses. Whereas with me, I made 12,000 and I'm staying at the Burj Al Arab. I'm going to be staying there for 6 weeks in a 2K night suite. So that is $80,000, and I've made 12,000 with my personal brand. It just doesn't make sense. So you know, like, all my results are real. I'm not just trying to monetize you for money. I genuinely want you to succeed with dropshipping. And you know, my personal brand is my main source of income. I really don't make that much money considering the amount of time I put into my personal brand. I'm probably making a loss on my personal brand with all the time I'm putting into it. Yeah, I'm barely making any money from it. You know, I really could go on all day on why you should choose me instead of other Shopify gurus. It's just the most logical case. However, I think you already know that, like, I'm legit. Most other gurus aren't. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't really want to waste any more time talking about that. So just to recap, private Instagram, weekly live streams, a minimum of 8 one-on calls with me. Obviously that number can go higher, but it can't go any lower than 8. You're guaranteed at least 8 one-on-one calls with me. Daily contact with me through messages, daily tips, posts, stories. I'll also be giving you access to my Instagram influencer sheet that I've been working on for the past while, and also any other projects that I work on I'll be giving you for completely free. So all that goes on for 2 months. There's 2 payment plans, $497, 2 months, guaranteed positive ROI. I personally recommend that. Or you can go with the $250 now, $250 after the first month. And then if you want to cancel your plan after 2 months, you can just send me a message saying you don't want to continue. However, that's never happened before unless a family incident happened. The only reason why anybody opted out was there was one guy whose mother he had to look after for about 2 months, so he took a 2-month break from dropshipping. I'm again working with him now one-on-one, and he's also part of my team. For everyone who I've worked with so far, I've either cancelled the plan on them and they want to keep going, so I doubt that'll be an option. But again, once you're in it and you ever want to cancel, just let me know. Also, I'm going to give a special add-on. So if you enroll and claim your spot now, I'll send you over a link on the private Instagram where all the information will be. I'll send you over a link. If you use that link to create your Shopify store, you're going to get 14 days free trial. After the 14-day free trial, you usually have to pay $79 to continue using Shopify. If you use that link, I'll pay for your first month on Shopify. So you can pretty much take $79 from whichever plan you want to do, the $250 or the $497. I'll be giving you that money back for your first month on Shopify. So yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know before getting enrolled. So there's 2 buttons below with the both plans. Click on whichever plan you want to get. You'll be brought to a place where you can secure your spot. After that then, you'll get a receipt and email. And also, if you want to screenshot the email and send it over to me at Chris Clark OB and screenshot the last page that you're going to be brought to, I'll send you over the private Instagram, my phone number, and all the information you need to know going forward. So yeah, you can get started on your entrepreneurship journey and making money online, clicking one of the 2 buttons down below. Yeah, I'll see you in there. Peace.